Well, let's find out. He is one half of Macko and Cauz on TSN 1050 in the mornings. He is also a contributor to CFL.ca. You can follow him on twitter.com/mcauz, Cauz, or Z. It is Matt Cauz. How you doing, Matt?
How you guys doing tonight?
Wow, some energy. Where are you, my friend?
I am right now in the middle of Lake Ontario.
In the middle of Lake Ontario?
Yes, in the middle of Lake Ontario, on sort of like a large, I don't want to say yacht. That would make it too much. Like let's say like a very large sailboat. Just finished having an early dinner, drinking a really nice 7-year-old Chianti Classico DOCG. Having a nice night.
Would you call it a vessel? I love the word vessel.
Oh, you know what? Yes, let's do that. This is a good seafaring vessel. Oh, I love that, Matt. That's good. Yeah, we're going to use that for the rest of the night.
Now, Mo Khan in studio, as you know, and Brandon London of the Alouettes is back as well here in studio. Brandon, have you been on a yacht, a boat before?
I have, but I mean, the way he just described it, the way you just described it, sir, sounds like what the rappers call stunting. You're stunting on other media guys right now, because I bet you have. What's that?
I don't know what that term means, but I like that term. So currently, I am stunting.
You're stunting.
I will take that. I would say, you know what? I've often, when I'm hanging out, usually in the rap community, which I do all the time. By the way, you know what? I don't even want to make any jokes tonight. Can you guys please beat Saskatchewan this week? Can you please beat them?
For you? If I can borrow the yacht, yes. If I can borrow and I promise no Minnesota Vikings boat scandal when I use it.
No. I like the Minnesota Vikings. I wish there was a bit of a Minnesota Vikings boat scandal going on right now. This is actually a very civil sort of night. I love the reference, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, Matt, where are you setting sail towards? Is there a goal, or you're just kind of floating about?
It's just like a little 4-hour little boat cruise. It's for a girlfriend's birthday, so there's just a couple of us that decided to do this just to do something different. It's a little bit cloudy today, but it's good. And the funny thing is, when we went off, we picked up this one gust of wind, and you're on this large sailboat. The boat was, I believe they call it tacking, where basically the boat started to.
Hold on, look at him pretend to not know. Look at him pretend to not know. I believe they call it tacking.
That's
what a liar!
Stunting at its finest.
Okay, we were tacking to the port side, and I only know a couple of nautical terms. In about 3 minutes, you'll expose me in terms of I'm almost done for them. So no, this is a nice night, and I'm going to use this for information because let's face it, and I'm sure you guys have been dealing with it, not a lot of huge back-breaking sports stories out there in the last 24 hours. Did
you crease the sheet? I learned that from Wedding Crashers.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even know what that means. Hey, can I ask Brandon a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, on Monday's show, I threw it out there. I thought that Usain Bolt is the greatest athlete alive today. Because to me, there's something about if you're the fastest man on earth and you defend your title every time, I think I put Usain Bolt number 1, I put LeBron James number 2, and I put Nick Lewis 399th. But I just want to ask Brandon, would he have Usain Bolt at number 1? Who would he put?
Usain Bolt definitely would not be at number 1. Because, I mean, he's track fast. Yes, he's fast. But I call it athlete. I think Michael Vick is like one. Deion Sanders is probably the best athlete of all time. Deion played baseball. He could have played basketball. He could have ran track. If he would have been trained in Brazil or somewhere, he would have been a great soccer player as well.
Give me Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, yeah. Those guys who could play a couple of sports.
You know what?
What's that, sir?
You know what? That's fair. You know what? I never even thought of it. You're right about Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is actually a good choice. But what about current act? I see what you're saying. To me, there's just a gravitas about being the fastest man on earth. I love when someone gets to hold that title. So I go Bolt 1, but the Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders, both great examples.
Yes.
Chatting with Matt Cauz from TSN 1050 and possibly the Toronto Area Yacht Club as well. As we talk a little of everything, I guess, on the program. Matt, what do you make of the Winnipeg situation in the front office?
I love it. It's awesome. It's so good. You know, they fire the. I mean, we all knew that Mac was going to get fired. Then they fire the CEO and president. And on, I think it was August 1st, they came out and said, you know, that this is going to be our starting quarterback for the rest of the season. And now Max Hall is the starting quarterback. It's not going to be Jeff anymore. And Buck Pierce, we don't know what's going on with him. But to be honest, I don't want to see Buck on the field ever again because I get scared every time he gets hit. I love what's going on right there. It's let's face it, every sports team at some point has organizational chaos. It happens to even the best of them. And right now, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are leading the league in it. I figured it would be Hamilton all year, playing 18 games on the road, what's going on with Chris Williams, Ken Austin getting angry at everyone, you know, the defense being horrible. But Winnipeg has taken over. And I'll make one joke. It's so good for Montreal right now that Winnipeg and Hamilton are just in such disarray because even if, you know, Montreal struggles early on before they eventually get it together. You know, the Montreal or Winnipeg right now is just a disaster.
All right. Now, in terms of the West, is Saskatchewan that good as their record?
I think they are. I think they are because of Darian Durant. He still hasn't thrown an interception, though. That being said, Keon Raymond had the gift-wrapped interception that he dropped in the end zone last week. But you look at what the team does. They are so balanced offensively. Tyrone Brackridge is, I think maybe, and I know I mispronounced his last name, but I mispronounced everyone's name. Might be one of the hardest-hitting safeties. John Schick is back there. I love Saskatchewan right now. I think they are legit. I think they are for real. The thing about the West, though, is you can make a claim for them or Calgary. And I know BC, they've been hitting this all year. Lule is yet to have a 300-yard game. But any one of those three teams, you could argue, is the best in the West. But at this current moment, I give Saskatchewan number one, even though they lost to Calgary, because that was a tight game. I give Calgary number two. I give BC a close third in terms of Western rankings, and Edmonton is ninth.
All right, we're just winding down here with Matt Cauz from TSN 1050. Before we go, I don't know if you were on the water and you didn't hear the news, but the Alouettes today signed to the practice roster Anwar Stewart. Your thoughts?
Ooh, I hope, you know what, if he's healthy, I love that move. Listen, Anwar Stewart, unbelievable pass rush, great defense. Listen, if he is healthy and he can contribute even just like 20, 25 snaps a game, it's a great signing. I just have to say, and listen, I know, Brandon, you can't really comment too much. I don't know. I don't recognize your team right now. I really don't. I watch them and just, you know, and this, by the way, is meant as a compliment to the team and the organization. When I see Montreal doing poorly, when I see just not executing or being at all sloppy, it confuses me. Montreal's been the class of the CFL for the last 10, 15 years. And in a lot of ways, we've all been spoiled by what they bring week in and week out. So I got to tell you, it shatters my worldview a little bit when I see you guys, you know, when I see just the team not doing up to their usual potential. But I love the Anwar Stewart signing. That's a great one.
Well, we appreciate you joining us this evening, and
no jokes with the Blue Jays, Matt Ross,
no,
Con, Brandon
no.
London. I got to tell you, I'm disappointed.
No Blue Jay
Usually
jokes. Can't joke when you don't have a team, my friend.
But let's face it, they're 10 games under 500. Farrell's in town. Now if you're going to make a joke, now is the time to make that joke.
Did you catch the Red Sox guys watching the game in the stands yesterday? Did you see that?
Oh God! Yeah,
How great was that? Gomes, Saltalamacchia, and Pedroia, three unkept guys eating dogs.
I know. You know what, though? Isn't that just the ultimate sign of how confident they are that they're going to win? It's like, we'll just go to the game. We'll let them play. We'll put back some brews and some hot dogs. We're not too worried. The team is, you know, they're second last in ERA to Houston, and they can't hit with men in scoring position. Let's just go to the ballpark.
Beautiful. Thanks a lot, Matt. Appreciate your time.